man. Let's do this. Okay, guys, we live, man. We live for the first ever Coach Donte podcast, man. Appreciate everybody that's gonna come on the show today. I got a special guest, my first ever special guest, man. This man welcomed me with open arms, with the Eagles fans, Eagles console, man. I like to give y'all this man knows everything. He knows football, he knows basketball, baseball, everything, man. This is a great guy, man, and I'm honored to have this man on the show today, man. JC Eaglestalk, man. We're ready to be on the first ever Donte show.
Thank
Man.
you. Thank you, man. Hey, I appreciate it, man. And hey, when I heard this was your first show, man, I had to jump in. Yo, I had to be one of the first.
Yeah.
Because like if anybody knows me, I'm a big shit talker.
Yo,
all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, look, I try to keep it 100.
What's up, Nate?
And before, hey, all your fans out there, right? The Houston Texans fans. But this year is gonna be rough for y'all.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
But guess what? Guess what? Your boy got some Eagles application. I had some applications for y'all. So if y'all trying to find another team to root for this year, I have the applications. Sub me up, and I will send you an application. All right, because I know it's gonna be a tough year for y'all, and I feel for y'all because I love Deshaun Watson. I mean, he's been one of my favorite players, since he's been in the league. So I feel for y'all, man. Look, if any team know misery, it's us.
Yeah, man.
We finally won one a few years ago. Mm-hmm. So, hey, I'm still celebrating. Look, I got Eagles championships. Every time you're going to see me, it's going to be Super Bowl wins. Like, you know what I mean? Yo, I'm so excited, and we finally got over the hump. So I feel for y'all, though. You know what I mean? So,
what I say, man, you have no idea how rough it is to be a Texan fan right now. Losing Deshaun Watson, you have no idea, man. But I say I blame it on the head coach, Bill O'Brien, as I always did, man, because like I say, he took this thing down from pillar to post, trading DeAndre Hopkins for a running back that always stayed hurt. I mean, that had his time in Arizona, and it hurt, man. You can tell a piece of Deshaun Watson kind of left with him a little bit, man. And throughout that, he still had a great season. He still had an awesome season, MVP type like season. If he was on a winning franchise, man, because he came from a winning Clemson program, and that's a stud, man. That man, you haven't seen the man at his peak and at his prime yet, man. So, like I say, man, it hurts, man. We're gonna have a terrible season, man. I got us going like we're gonna have at least about 3 wins, man. So, like I say, what's up, Big Play Slay? But like I say, man, it's gonna be rough for us, man, this year, man. But I say again, man, I'd just like to thank you for coming on the show again. If anybody in the comment section got any questions to ask Mr. JC Eagles Talk, man, y'all can ask them. We'll read the comments. Any Eagles questions, basketball questions you want to ask us, we'll definitely get that to him. But I appreciate this man for coming on the first ever guest host, episode 1 of Donte Sports, man. So, man, you ready to get into this, man? You ready to go?
Yeah, one last thing. Also,
go ahead.
Right, hey, the Texans remind me of Philly when Chip Kelly came along and dismantled our whole team. Mm-hmm. Like dismantled McCoy, Jackson, McClain, Macklin, they all were gone. Yeah. And this is what the Texans remind me of when O'Brien, he got rid of Hopkins for nothing. For nothing.
For a bag of Cheerios, for nothing.
Nothing. Like, you didn't surround this guy with weapons because you believe in what? Like, I can't even say what he was thinking.
Yep.
And because the team with Hopkins and Fuller and Watson, like they was okay, but they still needed some more pieces.
Because
and you got rid of his biggest weapons.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So I mean, like I say again, you can arguably argue that the New England Patriots they was going to be an end of a dynasty since Tom Brady left. But you can argue if that team stays together, Houston Texans are a top 3 team in the AFC. Kansas City, you had Kansas City. I don't know about you had Baltimore, but you had the Titans emerging. But other than that, before the Titans made that trade for Julio and Derrick Henry emerged, you can arguably be the Texans was a top 3 team in the AFC. That team was for the emerge with the ability of Deshaun Watson and D Hop, man, and it just got destroyed throughout our hands, man. But like I say, man, and get to the comments, man. Before we get started, we got the first question. Who's the someone said who's the best team in the league that you was thinking? Who's the best team in the league? That's my boy Dior said. Who's the best team in the league?
In the NFL?
In the NFL, it depends on who you talking about. Basketball, NFL.
Hey, look,
NFL,
I gotta go with Kansas City, man. Like, I honestly believe if Kansas City line did not go down last year in the Super Bowl, like before the Super Bowl, hey, they would have won the Super Bowl, and they would have been back-to-back champs. Because I feel like with Patrick Mahomes and with Tyreek Hill, with Kelsey, I mean with Allaire in the background, in the back, Bell, they had enough weapons, but their line, you need an offensive line. And that's what I keep telling people. It doesn't matter how great your quarterback is. No line, no go. It's just it. That's it. Like, no line, and you ain't gonna do anything. Look at Tom Brady. When Tom Brady lines don't protect him, he start playing happy feet. He's seen fours like, hey, remember that Monday night game? He was like, nah, the game's over, G. Game's over. You like, nah, man, because he was getting hit and hit and hit before they started getting the groove. So I'm telling you, no line, no go. It doesn't matter how great your team is. So right now, the Chiefs, they loaded up in the offseason. They spent some money on the offensive line to protect their franchise quarterback, and I love it. The Chiefs is my number one.
Just like a prime example, like you said, without no offensive line, there's no success. Just think about a couple of years ago, Eli Manning, how he was getting decimated by that Giants offensive line. Like this man said, I definitely agree with him. Without no offensive line, your quarterback is not going to maintain, man. You have to be able to keep your quarterback upright. That's just like the last year, Deshaun Watson. I mean, the blind side, we couldn't block. We couldn't block for holy goddamn crap. We couldn't block for nothing. But like I say, his ability to be athletic and move around in the pocket and for enough to get those receivers wide open. And you got to think about it. Will Fuller was out for the whole season. And we had some unknown practice squad wide receivers, and Deshaun Watson made these guys look good, still look good. We lost to the Bengals by 6 points, 37, 33, 31. We should have beat the Titans twice. We lost 2 games on the goal line versus the Indianapolis Colts. So that shows you what type of player just Deshaun Watson actually is. And we got one more question that we're taking, and we're going to go ahead and get started, man. So Nate said, JC, how do you feel about Ben Simmons? How do you feel about Ben Simmons?
Look, I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan, all right? So I'm just going to put that out there. But Ben Simmons, right? If Ben Simmons, I feel like Markelle Fultz, right, when his jump shot was broken, like so broken that he had to get out of Philly. Philly is a tough spot to play in. It's a tough spot to play in. Like, hey, the minute you're doing bad, they're going to get on you on Twitter, social media, like boo in the stand. So Ben Simmons right now has 0 trade value. You're like, okay, you can win Defense Player of the Year all day. And the NBA is an offensive league. You have guys taking half-court shots easy, and you can't shoot. So it's automatically like 5-on-4. It's automatically 5-on-4, period. Because I don't have to worry about you scoring, Ben. I'm going to leave you wide open and double everybody else or who's ever's hot. So Ben Simmons has 0 trade value, but there is a team that is equipped with the offensive power that's going to trade for him. I think the Golden State will be the perfect place for him to go because, hey, you got Steph, Clay coming back. You still got Draymond there. Then you got Wiseman there. I mean, if you add Ben in there, I think the Warriors will be sick. But who they gonna give up? They could give up Wiggins.
They can give up Wiggins. They can give up Wiggins.
And they still got Oubre. Oubre. So I mean, that's perfect spot.
I think Oubre for the move on. Oubre for the move on. It's been circulation that he haven't been happy since last year. I think He's finna get up out of there. But shout out to my aunt Brandon with the $5 holler, man, with the $5 dono, man. Shout out to my boy JC Eagles Talk, man. Y'all gonna have some fun. We gonna have some fun today on the show, man. This guy gonna teach you a lot about the game, man. So I'm excited, man. Like I say, we gonna ask one more question before we get started. He said who's the best Dior said who's the best quarterback in the league?
The best quarterback in the league?
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers, but he ain't playing this year, so I'm gonna go with Patrick Mahomes. All right,
okay.
Because Patrick Mahomes, hey, he could do it all. He's young, athletic, sidearm, deep throw, short throw. It doesn't matter. Like he have won some games just moving the defender with his eyes. Mm-hmm. Aaron Rodgers, yeah, you know what? Aaron Rodgers should have won that damn game last year if he would have ran for the touchdown, but he didn't trust his legs no more. I think if that was Patrick Mahomes, he would have just run it in. So, Aaron Rodgers, if he's playing, because he did win an MVP last year, I can't just throw him away. You know what I mean? Yep. He did win an MVP, but if he don't play this year, Patrick Mahomes, hands down.
All right, so we finna get right into the show, man. We're gonna ask some more of your questions, man. We finna get right into the show. So I want to touch on the Eagles from last year, man. I know it was a disappointing season for them last year, man. I know coming off 2 years, I believe that was 2 years with the Super Bowl victory against New England. It was a rough start due to the coaching, the Carson Wentz, the shenanigans. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave it in your hands. We're gonna play the blame game. Who do you blame from the Eagles' atrocity last year?
The first person I blame is Harry Roseman. Harry Roseman, because if y'all did watch the Eagles, the end of 2019 season, we made it to 3 straight playoffs. We won a Super Bowl. We made it to a playoff in 18, and Carson Wentz, took us to a playoff in 19. Mm-hmm. So he was the first quarterback to throw for 4,000 yards with no receivers over 500 yards. The first in NFL history, the first quarterback. So he was playing with street guys, and he still threw for 4,000 yards and drug us to the playoffs. Okay, yes, he got knocked out the first 10 minutes of the first quarter in the playoffs. Yeah. But that was a cheap shot. Okay, mm-hmm. And we never gonna know what would have happened, because if Carson Wentz was healthy, that game, we would have beat Seattle.
Yeah, I remember that. I believe that
would have beat Seattle.
I believe that was Tre'Davious Clowney, right? That made that hit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was
right in the back of their head. This is the worst spot to get hit. Because even like any player, like martial arts, football player, if you fall backwards, and they always teach you how to brace yourself. But if you get hit like drilled in back of your head, mm-hmm. you can't brace yourself. So Harry Roseman, for one, because going into the 20 season, I'm like, oh man, we believe in Carson Wentz. He made it through a whole season, no injuries. The team is behind him, and then your first draft pick is a guy that was on nobody's radar. Justin Jefferson was house hunting in Philadelphia. He knew for a fact he was about to come to Philly. And then we drafted Jalen Reagor, a freaking gadget. I hate gadget wide receivers. It was a gadget wide receivers, because all the plays that was shown on draft night was dressed low. Hey, a quick little hit behind the line, and then he do his little move and go away. You know what I mean? And escape. Justin Jefferson was right there. Mm-hmm. And it really showed you how bad of a move that was, because
he had a great year in Minnesota. He had an awesome, a ridiculous year.
First team All-Pro.
Yes,
over 1,100 yards of receiving, 7+ touchdowns. I mean, this dude made the Pro Bowl. And our guy had about 300 yards, 1 touchdown. Yeah, and he was hurt the first 4 games. Congratulations, Howie. That's who you picked. It remind me of the freaking DK Metcalf and JJ Whiteside pick. This is the thing with the Eagles, man. Howie Roseman is a terrible GM when it comes to drafting, but he's good and free agents and sweeping money. We was negative $76 million. the second worst NFL cap hit team this year. And some way, somehow, we still was able to sign some free agents. So Howie Roseman is number one. Okay. Number two has to be Doug Peterson. He's play calling ever since Frank Reich left. His play calling went down the drain. Like he started thinking that, you know what? He wrote a book. Man, he made his money. You know, he think he was smarter than everybody. You know, and he was like, hey, I'm about to come into this season. I'm going to prove everybody, hey, we about to get this thing going. And his play calling was horrible. Horrible. He's going for it when he should be kicking field goals. Like he's kicking field goals when he should be going for it. Like we timed the Bengals. We tied the freaking Bengals. The Bengals. Yep. That was an easy win. But the bad play calling, number three, had to be Carson Wentz. Yep. You have to be mentally strong enough, you know, to overcome all. Look, you get paid $30+ million a year. I don't want to hear no excuses. If I'm getting paid $30 million a year, I'm not hearing nobody.
Yeah, I'm not hearing nobody.
Look, my blinders is on. I'm looking forward. Like, regardless, $30 million a year? And then you over here, hey, putting up this poop show. We was up 17-0 on the freaking Washington football team. Week 1. And then he gave that game away. He threw a pick six, interceptions, and it's like he messed that up. And then it went down here from there. So Howie Roseman, Doug Peterson, Carson Wentz, and Jim Schwartz. Yeah, his damn defensive play calling was.
Hey man, I feel what you're saying, but I really I got three people for the Eagles that I blame because I watch a lot of Eagles games and throughout that year. And it's no doubt about that. Coming off a playoff, a Super Bowl, the very next year, Carson Wentz, he got y'all in the playoffs, which is, I think they should have beat the Saints in that game because Alshon Jeffrey dropped a huge pass. I forgot what year. Yeah, he dropped a huge pass in that game. That was a huge pass that Alshon Jeffrey really dropped. Yeah. They should have went on to play the Rams that game. But other than that, Alshon Jeffrey, that was a huge pass he dropped. Then that was a dirty play by Jadeveon Clowney, who ever since the Texans gave up, which tells you that was the right move because I haven't heard from him since. But like I say, again, I blame Carson Wentz. Like I said, to me, I feel like he wasn't kind of motivated a little bit because that goes back to the Super Bowl for Carson Wentz to me. When he felt like he didn't win the Super Bowl, when Nick Foles took over and won that Super Bowl, to me, a piece of my mind said Carson Wentz didn't feel right. He felt like he didn't win that Super Bowl. And he felt like he had something to prove to me when he got hurt. But you got to realize, man, you was a big part of the reason why the Eagles waited. You was having an MVP type season before you got hurt against the Rams. Yeah. You was a big part of the reason. Nick Foles just being a backup quarterback like he always is, and he always will be a backup quarterback to me, and will be a great backup quarterback. And Nick Foles
only had 2 great games: the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl.
In the Super Bowl,
that was good. He stuck the wild card because our defense stepped up and held the Falcons to, I believe, 9 points, whatever it was, and we scored 2 touchdowns. So they needed a touchdown. To win that game. So he had 2 great games. That's it. We clinched home field advantage. That game that Carson Wentz got hurt.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said again, I feel like he kind of had a panic year. He felt like he needed something needed to prove something to someone that he was a big part of the Super Bowl. Big run, but again, realized he just got it. He got his money. He got paid. He got what he asked for. Not going out to perform, and then that Washington Redskins game throughout the whole season, pocket pressure coming at him. He panicking. He running 20 yards back. He always looking for the big plays. He's always eager to look for a big play. You never see him try to check it down a little bit. And sometimes I just feel like Carson Wentz always wanted to do too much. He always try to push something that is not there, whether if it's thrown into double coverage or if it's always looking for the deep ball. And then, like I say, the secondary, the back end, Jim Schwartz is a horrible defensive coordinator. To me, man, that secondary couldn't guard me out there. That secondary could not guard me out there. And so many blown coverages. Jalen Mills stunk for everybody stunk in the secondary. The only thing I feel like y'all had was a great defensive line. But then again, injuries kind of rattled a little bit. So I just kind of blame the defensive coordinator, plus the Doug Peterson, the ridiculous move that he made went to go to Nate Sunfeld, someone I just really never heard of.
I like that move though. Yo, I love that move. I love that move only because the year before we had a chance to get CeeDee Lamb, but it was 3 picks ahead of us. 3 picks. Yeah. So this year, if we had to beat the Washington football team, it wasn't nothing for us but drop us from 6 to 9. Yeah. 3 picks. So now with the 6th pick, we was able to move back, and then somehow figure out to come back up. If we had the 9th pick, I don't think that we would be able to trade for anybody. Because you want the top 6, the top 5 picks. So I mean, I agree with that move. I hate the Giants. The little Giants. So I want the Washington football team just go ahead. I mean, hey, their coach had cancer and he fought the whole year. He deserved to win. He deserved to be in the playoff as a reward for his hard work throughout the year. So, I mean, I could care less about the Giants and the Cowgirls. Look, it is what it is. But, I agree with that move. You may not, the Giants fan may not, but every Philadelphia Eagle fan agree with that move because we got Devontae Smith out of it.
I understand that, but I'm the type of person, man. I'm not a believer in tanking, even though I believe my take. That's what my Texans are doing. I'm not a big fan of it a little bit. I just believe going out there and winning every game.
One game? Tanking is one game?
I'm pretty much sure you ask anybody else, they weren't pleased with that. But like I say, y'all got a great player in Devontae.
One game.
Be great.
So you're saying that every team that just pulled a quarterback out is tanking because of one game when there's no incentive in winning that game. Not one. What, for pride? I mean, what we're going to do? What we're going to go out on top? Go out on top, finish strong, and then you get the 9th pick out of 6. Come on now. You know what I mean? So
I love to win regardless what it is. I love to win, but I see what y'all. I see why y'all
like a Giants
because y'all
fan.
wasn't going. Now I know Giants fan. I know why y'all did it at the same time though. I know why y'all did it at the same time because y'all wasn't going anywhere, so y'all had nothing to lose anyway. Like I say. But yeah, man, we gonna get to a question that one of my close friends asked me. We gonna get to a question. We gonna go to the next thing. How will the Eagles do with Jalen Hurts?
Yo, look, I hate the pick, but now since it's to the future, I love Jalen Hurts as our quarterback. He's the winner. He won in Alabama. He won in Oklahoma. And he won his first game last year as a starter against the number 1 defense, the Saints.
Defense. Yes.
You know what I mean? The Saints. Everybody, if you're a gambler and you bet Philly winning that game, you are rich because nobody thought that Philadelphia was going to pull that game off. Even some Eagle fans, they didn't think so.
Yep.
I had my doubts, but look, I was like, you know what? The unknown. You can't prepare for the unknown. You never seen Jalen Hurts play before. You never seen him play before. This was his first game, and the Saints got shot because, he was so mobile, elusive. He was RPO'd them to death. And Doug Peterson play calling was as best as I seen it the whole year. He changed the whole play calling to fit. And that's my problem with Doug. With Nick Foles, he changed the play calling to fit who's ever back there. But with Carson Wentz, man, I don't know. I don't know if he's changing it or Carson Wentz changing it. I don't know what's the issue. But Jalen Hurts this year is going to do great. I'm telling you right now. If he don't throw for almost 3,500 yards, have at least 700-800 yards rushing, passing for 26 plus touchdowns, rushing for 7-8 touchdowns, then there's something wrong. He's mobile. He's he don't get hurt easily. And then he got weapons around him. So, I can't wait. I'm excited. 3 weeks. This is the last month without football. And we going to see what's going on with everybody's team.
Definitely, man. I definitely agree with you, man. I'm a big Jalen Hurts fan. Like I say, I kind of went out there and I watched him when he played here in Houston. I watched him in high school, and the man got an excellent story. First of all, man, shout out to everybody that's in the comment section, man. Make sure y'all, everybody, if y'all don't, man, y'all give my boy JC Eaglestalk, man. Y'all go check out his content, man. Big shout out to Rufus Sports. Big shout out to Swavy Game. Shout out to Bird Game 31, man. You had an excellent stream over there. I was just over there, man. Shout out to everybody, man, for coming in. The first special guest, man. Like I say, JC is the first special guest of the show. Man, let's go, man. Let me get them fighters in the chat, man. First ever special guest, man. Hope for many more, man. Y'all get this brother right now. But other than that, I'm going to touch on, like I say, back on the Jalen Hurts situation, man. But like I say, I watched him in high school, man. In high school, he was a monster, which is he should be. But to see how his path came to the NFL, man, like I said, man, it's awesome, man. To see him bounce back after what Nick Saban did, I didn't think that was kind of fair. I thought he should have let him play in that game. If he lost, he would have lost. He lost fucking 2 games in Alabama. He lost 2 games, and he took him out. And to see him transfer to Oklahoma and make the top 2 in Heisman, he was number 2 in Heisman. Led them to the college football playoff. And what a better way to stick it to Alabama for them not going. They didn't go to the college football playoff. He went to the college football playoff. And he won the Big 12 championship. At that, comes to the Philadelphia Eagles, is thrown up under the fire because of Carson Wentz goddamn shenanigans. He lifts up the number 1 defense in the league in the New Orleans Saints. He comes back the very next week, throws from down there 400 yards against
defense
the Arizona. Arizona has a great defense as well. They have a great defense. They have a great pass rush. They almost win that game from down, I believe, 24-7. I believe they were down.
They were down. They were down double digits. That game.
And he almost came back and got them the victory. So Carson Wentz already showed you what he can do. He can play against the best. He can play against the best teams. He can play against the best defenses. He can play against the best cornerbacks in the league. I mean, him with that zone read and being able to keep plays alive and run the football, man. I think Carson Wentz is going to have a great season, man. And I can't wait to see what he's going to do, man. He's going to be fine this year.
Yeah, I mean, look.
I believe in him.
Yeah, me too. Hey, I believe in Jalen Hurts. Hey, I believe that he's going to lead us to the playoffs, a wild card, a division champs. Look, whatever it is, we got it.
Yeah. But like I say again, man, appreciate you for coming on the show. But again, we're gonna get to the next one. So give me, I believe y'all training camp when it started on the 16th. Y'all got the Eagles, y'all got the Jets joining or something. Is that correct? Is that correct? I think y'all got the Jets joining.
Oh yeah, we got we playing. Well, we are with the Jets and the Patriots.
Okay. So
the 2 combined practice are with the Jets and the Patriots. And that's like August 16th and August 24th, I believe.
Okay, that's for the year to come up.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, so look, I mean, your training camp is gonna be a battle. As soon as our coach got hired, he said this: open competition. It doesn't matter, if you've been there for 10 years, 11 years, or a year or 2, you battling it, and I love it. Because that is bringing the fire.
That brings the best out of the players. That brings the best out of you, no matter how good you is. Absolutely. That open competition brings the best out of you. And you should want to be in a competition anyway, man. Like I say, that should just bring the best out of you, man. Like I always say,
that's what Carson Wentz didn't want.
That's what he didn't want. That's what he didn't want.
Open competition. And that's why he ran away.
Yeah, just like basically how the Texans fans treated Tom Savage, which I think that was a right move. Because, like I say, Tom Savage was one injury away from Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson was going to take over regardless anyway at some point before he had that week 1 stinker against Jacksonville, and Deshaun Watson never looked bad. But some guys fold up under that pressure. And, man, like I say, Carson Wentz definitely did. Jalen Hurts is the right man for the job, I believe. Like I say, I believe in Jalen Hurts for the Philadelphia Eagles. So give me one thing, give me one position or one thing that you want, what position battle that you're looking for in training camp. Give me one thing give me one position that you're looking for in training camp that you're excited about in training camp.
Well, I'm not very excited about this position, but it's a position that every Philadelphia Eagle fans is dying to see. Who is CB2? Like, are we going to get one? Like, are we going to trade for one? As a matter of fact, today I heard a rumor that, the Dolphins are, entertaining offers for Howard. And there's about 4 teams involved, including the Dallas freaking Cowboys. I tweeted it out. I'm like, hell no. How we make it happen? Because I'm telling you right now, if Dallas Cowboys get Howard, hey, that's all guys, breathe hard and breathe and hope for a what can go wrong will go wrong with the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
But if they get Howard, I think they're gonna run the division for at least the next year or two. I mean,
man, like I said, man, Zadrian Howard, man, everybody from the Eagles, the plot, it's either debate between Zadrian Howard or Steven Nelson. To me, I'm campaigning for Zadrian Howard for you guys, man, because Zadrian Howard is a stud corner, man. Yeah, lad, man, it's hard to get 10 picks as a cornerback, man. That takes good awareness, and everything, field vision, everything, man. To get 10 pickoffs, and then that's normally you'll think a safety would get that, but a cornerback with 10 pickoffs, that's kind of rare. But like I was telling Bird Game yesterday, man, but Steven Nelson is a good corner. He's a good corner, but Zadrian Howard is great. Yeah. Zadrian Howard is great. He's great. So that's a difference, man. Zadrian Howard is great. Steven Nelson is a good slot corner, but Zadrian Howard is something great. I didn't watch Zadrian Howard compete against the DeAndre Hopkins of the world, man. Even though DeAndre Hopkins had the best of them, Zadrian Howard made him work, though. More work for that one-handed catch that he got that was highlighted. He made him work, man. And I think Zadrian Howard, when him and Darius Slay on gaining 2 sides, I believe the Eagles are 1 piece away, man. So I'll say Zadrian Howard is, like I say, I love Zadrian Howard. He's also from Houston. I watched him play a couple times, man. And the guy got a great work ethic, and he came a long way. And he's still young. He works better for you guys in the long term as well. Absolutely. So, man, like I said, man, Zadrian Howard will be an awesome pickup for you guys. So,
I told Bergen this. Imagine this, right? Mm-hmm. If we trade for Howard, all right, if we give up a first-round pick and a player, we don't have to pay him this year. Because if Miami chooses to pay half and we pay a little bit, we could go out and trade Zach Ertz and then get Nelson in a slot and pick him up in a slot for 1 year for 4 or 5 a mil, because Zach Ertz is holding the Eagles hostage with 8.5 mil.
Yeah.
So imagine that, having Howard, Nelson, and Slade. And it could be done. It could be done. Next year, we got money next year. And we could get rid of Zach Ertz, which we got Goddard and Rodgers. So it could be done without spending an arm and a leg. Because if you trade for a guy, like a lot of teams choose to eat that money. You know what I mean? Because, they just want to get rid of them. A first-round pick, a second-round pick. I give that up in a heartbeat. A first-round, a second round, and freaking Zach Ertz. Just get him. I give that up in a heartbeat. And then now you got Howard, Nelson in a slot. Nelson is not an outside corner. I don't believe he is. But if he does come to our team, he's probably the second best corner we got. We're gonna put him on the outside. I'm sorry. And we're gonna put him on the outside.
But Birdman game said JC cheating on the first the first try, man. Hey, first come, man, first serve, man. So
he should have set it up while y'all were on live. You know what I mean? So he wasn't thinking.
Yeah. So man, like I say, man, I want to get into something else, man. So the running back situation, man, Miles Sanders, to me, I mean, I love Miles Sanders, man. I like those kind of versatile running backs, man. Like I say, that can catch out the back then and also run between the tackles. To me, he wasn't neutralized right by Doug Peterson. He wasn't neutralized right. And to me, Kerryon Johnson, I watched him in Auburn. He was a stud, man, in Auburn. He lit up the SEC in Auburn. He was so goddamn good in Auburn. So, like I say, how do you feel about the running back room, man? How do you feel about that?
Hey, it's Look, right now we got 7. We have Sanders, Gainwell, Johnson, Howard, Scott, Killens, Holyfield, and who knows who else. But those are the 7 that I remember. And I think that we only gonna keep 4. We only gonna keep 4. But we might keep 5 because last year it did apply the same rules from last year that because of COVID, and you could have 3 extra player on game day. You know what I mean? Instead of 53, you could have 56. So if that applies, it'll help the Philadelphia Eagles a lot because we have some talent on the Philadelphia Eagles, especially at the running back position. So, but I feel like our starting 4, well, we keep in 4, will be Sanders, Gainwell, Johnson, and it has to be Howard. I don't see us keeping Scott, Killens, Holyfield. I mean, they might go to practice squad. But I mean, I just feel like we have a great situation. What we didn't have last year. We didn't have that last year. Last year, when Sanders went down because he's so injury prone, every freaking year he's hurt somehow, and he missed a couple games. Your Boston Scott did the best he can behind a fake offensive line. But he wasn't that guy. You know what I mean? He wasn't it. So now I thought with Gainwell, I feel like which was supposed to be a 3rd round pick, but got drafted in the 5th round because he opted out last year. So everybody forgot his game. This guy is a baller. He's a freaking, he could do it all. He could catch, he could run, he could throw, and he could do it all. So definitely. I'm just saying, I love the situation that we are in.
But like I say, man, I definitely agree with you. And big shout out, man. Big thumbs up. Big shout out to Birdman Gang with the $5 cheese, $5 holler, man. Big shout out to you, man. Man, make sure y'all show some love to my boy Bird Gang. Show some love to the first ever guest host of Donte Show, man. JC Eaglestalk, man. I say, if y'all got a question for him, y'all, he be glad to take him in, man. So he ready, man. Bring him on, man. He ready for him. Y'all make sure y'all grab him. Shout out to my boy CG Rufus Sports. CG said he got you, man. He sub to you. That's a 49ers fan.
Hey,
that's a 49ers. That's a 49ers.
I appreciate you, my guy. But hey, I got one thing to tell you, man.
Go ahead.
We're gonna kick that ass. I'm sorry, man. Hey,
you got some competition, CG already, man. You got some.
I'm sorry, man. I got to keep it real, man. Hey, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. But I'm Eagles first, and Jimmy G is your weakness. If y'all start Fields, y'all might beat the Eagles, but Jimmy G is the weakness.
Like I say, man, I like our running back room too, man. Jordan Howard, I remember him. He was a stud in Chicago. I remember him when he took a chunk load of carries in Chicago. Boston Scott, I believe that year that y'all got into the playoffs against the Giants, he stepped up that last week 17. But y'all got a stacked running back room, man. But Miles Sanders is definitely the one I really like, man. That versatile running back. The year that y'all made the playoffs with Amari Cooper checked himself out from Dallas. Miles Sanders was big in that game. People forgot how big Miles Sanders was in that game, man. So I'll say the running back room is stacked for you guys, man. So
it is.
How about your receiver position? How do you feel about your receiving core? The receiving core.
I feel a lot better with the running back position than the wide receiver position because you have to catch the ball. Like you need hands, you know what I mean? And running back, hey, just stick in your belly, you make a couple moves, okay. But you need hands. Besides Devontae Smith and 2-3 games with Fulgham, you don't know what you have in nobody else. Rager, and like I said, had 300-something yard receiving last year and 1 touchdown. And I think that was a punt return. I think maybe
that was a punt, probably a punt. That was a punt return. Yes.
So he had like 1 touchdown last year and 300-something yard receiving. So I don't know what exactly we have, but I am excited though. With Devontae Smith, Fulgham, Greg Ward is like an old school Jason Avant. Third down, reliable hands. He's catching it. Like against the Washington 2 years ago. We was behind. He caught the winning touchdown against that All-Pro cornerback. Oh man,
who he played for? What team?
He played for the Washington football team. Always chirping at the mouth. Norman.
Josh Norman. Josh Norman.
Yeah, Josh Norman.
Josh Norman.
Yo, he caught the winning touchdown against Josh Norman. Like, this guy used to be a quarterback.
Yeah, he used to be a quarterback for U of A.
He used to be a quarterback.
He was damn good at it too. He was damn good at it.
And then he transitioned to wide receiver and beat an All-Pro cornerback for the winning touchdown. That's when I was like, you know what? Hey, Jason Avant. Yeah. You could go to him. He won't complain. He won't complain about lack of touches or anything, because he's a baller, man. He's a reliable. So with Devontae Smith, Greg Ward, Fogum, Jalen Reagor, this is his year.
Yeah.
The pressure will be off of him with Goddard and Smith taking the passing, all the attention away from him. Jalen Reagor is going to ball out this year. He's my breakout player of the year.
Yep.
By the way, it is Jalen Reagor. So, I mean, I love it. But there's one thing I got to say. JJ Arcega-Whiteside, right?
Yeah, I was about to get to you about this situation yesterday. But yeah.
I'm kind of starting to feel a little sorry for him. Just the fact that our coaching staff was so bad at developing players.
Yeah.
Every player that left the Philadelphia Eagles went to other teams and balled out. From Nelson Aguilar. He stunk the year before. He cost the Orlando Falcons game. He went to the Raiders
and he had 8 touchdowns.
Jerry Rice.
He had 8 touchdowns. He had 8 touchdowns against with Oakland with Derek Carr.
Yeah, he played Tim Brown, Jerry Rice in uniform.
Yep.
Like Sidney Jones went to Jacksonville. He balled out. Rasul Douglas. He balled out. Everybody that left, everybody that left the Philadelphia Eagles went to other team and balled out. So that means that if JJ had the proper development, the coordination and stuff like that, he might be the gym that we was missing. The 6'5", 6'4", big body, end zone wide receiver. So this is where I'm kind of. Oh man, I can't stand JJ with the umbrella and stuff like that. But after I saw our coaching staff last year, man, I can't blame nobody. I can't blame no players because they didn't have the proper coaching.
JJ Whiteside, man, he didn't get the opportunities. He didn't get the opportunity, man, for me. But like I say, man, I like Travis Fulgham as a receiver. He stepped up pretty much in that playoff year too. Yeah, yes. I like Travis Fulgham. He's very good. He's very reliable. And like you said, Greg Ward, he used to play quarterback for U of H. He was a very good quarterback, man. Set records to come out and play receiver, man. And man, Greg Ward, that dude is amazing, man. He's a great athlete as well, man. Yeah. And like I say, I really like this Eagles roster coming in the future, man, with Jalen Hurts. Man, y'all got some bright things going on for you guys, man. So I'll say, man, I got the Eagles making the playoffs at 10-6. I mean, at 10-7, I think y'all gonna make the playoffs. Make the playoffs.
6-10 before.
No. I wasn't trying to say that. Okay, I said it yesterday. I said it yesterday. Y'all was gonna make the playoffs at 6. I mean, not at 6, 10 and 7.
You're saying that 6, man. You're that 6 7. Are you sure?
Hey, no, I said 10 and 7. Y'all gonna make the playoffs. 10-7, man. 10-7. Y'all gonna make the playoffs. So give me one team. Give me a couple of teams that you really afraid of playing this year. Give me a couple of teams on y'all schedule that you really afraid of playing.
But Dallas is one. In divisional games is always tough, and no matter how bad or how good they are, but Dallas has the best talent.
Yeah,
in the NFC East.
In the NFC East, they have the best talent. Yes,
but they had it for the past 4 or 5 years. So that's what I'm saying. But maybe this year is their year. You know what I mean? Every year is their year, but maybe this year is their year. But
honestly, like I say, man, I kind of had Dallas making the playoffs. I think you guys going to get the wild card spot. Think you guys are going to get a wild card spot. But like you said, you're right. Dallas have the best talent, no doubt, in the NFC East. But it's not translating every week. But like I'll say, Jason Garrett is so many years they want Jason Garrett up out of there. They want Jason 8 and 8. They want Jason Garrett up out of there. So many years, Jason Garrett. You get this Super Bowl winning coach all of a sudden, Mike McCarthy. It's still the same thing is going on there. People are undisciplined. Ezekiel Elliott fumbling football. He's out of shape. He's fat and out of shape.
Yeah.
Mari Cooper's checking himself out in big game situations.
He can't play. If he's not at home, he can't play.
He can't play against teams that when you need a big win, he can't play. He showed it already against the Eagles when he checked himself out the last play of the game before they went to Michael Gallup, and the pass was incomplete on that. Then he had one catch against the New England Patriots. I mean, you're giving a guy big money from not going out there performing and when it matters the most. They lose against the Giants. They lose against the New York Giants, who I thought Mike McCarthy should have actually challenged a play, which it wasn't challenged at all. So Dallas always stop themselves, man. They stop themselves every year. They always stop themselves. It's not even, like I said, it's not. Some of these players sometimes need to be held accountable. DeMarcus Lawrence begged for his money. He hasn't showed up yet. Been that superstar that Dallas needed to be. So, like I say, can I really trust Dallas? I can't trust Dallas, but as far as you got to go after talent, man, you thinking they should be winning the NFC East? You thinking they should? As far as going off the talent. Yeah,
I mean, that's one team. The only thing about them is their offensive line. Offensive line is like ours. They're unpredictable. Like Smith is coming off an injury, a season-ending injury. You got I think Martin. There's at least 2-3 guys on that offensive line that's coming off season-ending surgery. And one of them retired. So I mean. The offensive line that used to be their cornerstone is now their weakest link on the offense.
Yeah.
So besides that, I'll say Kansas City, man. Kansas City, because Andy Reid, I know how Big Red, man. I love Big Red.
I love
Big Red, man.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very happy for him. And it's funny how the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Kansas City won a Super Bowl. It was like the perfect, oh, yes, thank you, and yes, thank you. It's like a double thank you. You know what I mean? Back-to-back years because, I was always the biggest Andy Reid fan.
Yes.
He did what he could with the weapons that he had. The only knock on Andy Reid back then was he was so stubborn. He was always passing. If he only used Westbrook, Buckhalter, Staley, more often, lean on the running game, we might would have won more games or maybe a Super Bowl because, we always had a three-headed monster.
Yeah.
And a great defense with Jim Johnson blitzing everybody. People did not want to come to the lane at all. They didn't want to come to the old vet stadium at all. People breaking ankles at the old vet, stadium. So, So Andy Reid, so the Cowboys, the Chiefs, and I would have to say, just because they're the defending Super Bowl champs, the Bucks. The Bucks. So if we could split with the Cowboys, beat the Bucks, lose to the Chiefs, we could beat anybody else.
Yeah.
Because those are the three teams that's high power offense, maybe great coaching on two of them. And it is what it is with the Cowboys, besides their talent. But those are the three teams right there.
So this would, since you answered that, this would bring me to my next point right here. My next topic that we can go on. Give me your NFC division winners and the wild card winners. Give me your NFC division winners and the wild card.
Okay.
Winners.
Well, look, there's gonna be two that come out the NFC West.
Okay. I said that. I agree. Definitely.
So I think the Rams and the Seahawks. I think the Rams and the Seahawks. The Rams is going in the division because they upgraded from Goff to Stafford, which is a way better quarterback, and then with the weapons around them, and then with the defense too that they have with Donald and Ramsey and stuff like that. And Seattle, I just think that Russell Wilson, some way, somehow, every year finds a way. He just finds a way to win. Like, regardless how trash the defense are, I mean, we should upgrade it a little bit. But I don't think the Cardinals is good enough yet.
Yeah.
And I don't believe in Jimmy G can stay healthy. And then if he goes down, you're just going to throw a rookie in the mix without even practicing that much. Just you know what I mean? So it's going to be too much for him. Okay. So the wild card is going to be Seattle.
Okay.
And then the other wild card is going to come out the NFC East. I really think so.
Yeah, okay.
It's either going to be the Eagles or the Cowboys. Okay. So one or the other, because I said that the last week when the Eagles play the Cowboys at Philly, is going to be to decide the division. So whoever win that game is going to win the division. Whoever lose that game is going to go to the wild card.
Okay.
Because the NFC South, the Bucs going to run away with it.
Yeah.
The Saints, they're going to give the Falcons, the Saints, the Panthers, and then the NFC North. If Aaron Rodgers come back somehow play, the Packers going to run with it.
Yes.
But if Aaron Rodgers don't come back and play, and Chicago is going to win that division.
All right. So I got out of the NFC East, I got pretty much I got the Dallas Cowboys winning the division. I said it on one of my over and unders. I got the Eagles as one of the wild card teams. Mm-hmm. In the NFC West, I'm going to have the Rams just because of the upgrade that Jerry Goff from Matthew Stafford. Now they're still in the
Super Bowl. And they got D-Jack too. And they got D-Jack. Deshaun Jackson. Yeah.
But like I say, they brought Matthew Stafford in to be the focal point of that team. You're basically saying Super Bowl or bust with Matthew Stafford. That's what you take that gamble on. So I got the Rams winning. I got the Rams winning the division. I got the Rams winning the division. I got the 40. I got the Saints making the playoffs. I got the Saints making the playoffs. I got the Saints. I got the Saints. I got them in the wild card. The Eagles and Saints is my two wild card teams. They're gonna be my two wild card guys that I got. I believe. Like I say, the NFC South gonna have two. The NFC South is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Whichever one comes out of the NFC South, that's the one that, regardless if it's the Saints or the Buccaneers, one of them is getting wild card. So I'm gonna go with Buccaneers. Jimmy G, it's a make or break season for him. If he gets hurt or don't have a great season, he's gone. He's gone. Trey Lance will be in there.
Yeah. I think Trey Lance will be in there halfway through the season. He can't stay healthy.
And then I got in the NFC South, again, depends on what happens to Aaron Rodgers. If he stays, they the front runners. But if he doesn't stay, I got Minnesota, actually. I think Minnesota can come through, man.
Kirk Cousins? Yes. You trust in First Cousin?
I trust Kirk Cousins more than Andy Dalton.
First Cousin. You trust First Cousin?
I trust Kirk Cousins more than Andy Dalton.
Did you watch him in D.C.?
Yes, I watched him in D.C. choke away ball games, but I trust him better than Andy Dalton. I do trust him better than Andy Dalton in Chicago. I do trust him and Justin Jefferson. I do trust him better in Dalvin Cook. I do trust that team better. Even though the Bears got a stout defense. The Bears got a stout defense. But I don't believe the Bears can score enough points. I don't believe they can score enough points to win football game. And I'm damn sure not putting my trust in no Andy Dalton to take
Trey Lance. Would you put your trust in Trey Lance?
It just depends on when he starts. It just depends on when he's gonna start.
Exactly.
That's the problem. It just depends on when he starts. So like I say, I can't put my full trust in Trey Lance because like I say, he hasn't played no games yet. And it just depends on when he starts, which is, I believe, like I say, Tyrod Taylor. I'm gonna give him to week 7. If the Texans don't be good in week 7, Davis Mills will be out there playing football. I believe Davis Mills will be out there playing some football for the Houston Texans.
At least halfway.
Yeah, at least halfway, because our roster is just shit right about now. It's just we got a lot of special team guys on the break and stuff like that.
But y'all keep picking up
running backs and special team receivers.
Names, but
yes. But they saying basically competition. They want competition, but we're not going anywhere with these guys. Mm-hmm. So we clearly in a rebuilding mode. So I mean, like I say, man. So Anyway, man, so we gonna get to the next topic. We gonna kind of switch to the AFC. Let's switch to the AFC, man. What you think about the AFC? Give me your wild card winners and give me your division winners in the AFC conference.
AFC. All right, so man, AFC is a little bit more tricky for me, but so AFC East first. I think it's the Bills division to lose.
Yes, of course.
And the wild card would be the Patriots.
Okay. Oh, you okay? Patriots.
Yeah, because last year half their team opt out before the season even start because of COVID. Yep. That wasn't the Patriots team that was playing last year, and that's what people failed to realize. Yo, there's no way Bill Belichick would have a team that is that bad, and they still had a chance to win if Cam Newton would just hold on to the ball. Yo, they could have beat the Bills. Yo, they could have beat the Bills and the Seahawks. Yo, those are two signature wins that they could have had, and he got stopped in 4th and goal against the Seahawks, and he fumbled against the Bills while he was running in for a touchdown. In the 4th quarter with like under a minute left.
Yep. That's the game. That's the game. Yeah, that's the game that they lost because they lost a lot of close games last year. And don't forget about that game against the Seahawks where they stopped them at the goal line too. That was a close.
But that's what I said. Yeah, I mean, they stopped them at 4th and goal, like inches away, and they stopped them because they ran Cam Newton. Yes, you know what I mean. Yes. So my division for AFC East is the Bills and the Patriots as a wild card. The AFC West, I believe, is the Chiefs. Yeah, the Chiefs will win that one.
Okay.
The Chargers might push for a wild card, but let me continue. So we got the champs, Bills, Chiefs.
Yep.
The AFC South
is the Titans, definitely.
The Titans,
Texans, and Colts.
Titans is just like they're gonna be the Patriots like 4 or 5 years ago when the Bills didn't matter, Jets didn't matter, nobody else mattered, the Dolphins didn't matter. It was just they locked in the bye week 5. It was like, hey, we good. So the Titans gonna win that one, and then the AFC North Jacksonville,
Pittsburgh, Cleveland.
The Browns, Cleveland, Baltimore.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay. My AFC North champ will be the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns. Okay. And
the wild card will be the Ravens.
Okay. So I got Tennessee. That's no doubter. The Bills, that's kind of a no doubter for me. I got the Dolphins in a wild card spot. I got the Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins.
I like that the hardest schedule.
Yes,
the number one hardest schedule out of the whole NFL.
Yeah,
and you still think that they're gonna be the wild card with Tua?
Yes, I think they can get the job done. I think they can get the job done. And the AFC North, I got the Baltimore Ravens. I got the Cleveland Browns in a wild card. I think Pittsburgh gonna drop. I don't like their team this year. And for the AFC West, it's gonna be no doubt Kansas City.
Yeah,
Kansas City is gonna own that damn division. So I'll say, man, we made our picks between both of the NFC. So let's get into some your Brooklyn Nets, man. So how did you feel about their season this year, man? How did you actually feel about Brooklyn?
I didn't really like the whole because I'm an old school guy. I don't like the whole super team thing. Hey, let's tag the number. I believe that Durant is, he is the number one player in the world just based on pure talent.
Yeah.
And LeBron James, the only thing he do is he play bully ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because his jump shot is not that great.
Yep.
His free throw sucks. His 3-point percentage is under 36%.
Yep.
Compared to Durant. You know what I mean? So he got a sweet three, a sweet jump shot, automatic from the free throw line. I believe that you should not have the number one, which is Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, which is James Harden.
Okay.
So now you got 2 of the top 5, and then Kyrie Irving is like 6.
Yes.
In the league. So you got 3 out of top 6 players on your team. And I'm an old school guy, and I hate super teams. But this is what the league is starting to get into now. Yeah. You need 3 to win.
You need 3 to win. Two is the limit. 2 is the limit, but you're gonna basically
you need 3 to win.
Yes.
Like, so if you look at every team, there are top contenders have at least 3 superstars or at least 3 stars that are known. Just make all-star team before. The Nets. The only reason why the Nets did not win the championship this year is health.
Yeah,
that's it. Health. Yeah. I mean, Harden. I would trade Kyrie, keep Harden and Durant, and trade Kyrie and get some more depth. I would trade Kyrie. Like, man, honestly, because he barely played this whole season anyway because of his mental health or whatever he's trying to do. Like, I'm all for I'm all for mental health, but he was like, you know what? I don't feel like playing today, so I'm not going to play. You know what I mean? So, what kind of BS is that? Yep. And it really pissed a lot of Nets fans off. You just like. They kind of like, you know what? Hey, just get rid of this guy because James Harden has shown that him and Durant, and if you trade Kyrie and get at least two quality stars back, man, you could go all the way for years to come.
Yep, like I say, I definitely agree with you on that, man. Health is a big issue, but it's a part of the game, man. You're gonna have injuries, but like I say, man,
this year,
yes.
Have you ever seen the superstars get hurt this much this year?
I never seen James Harden get hurt in Houston. All of a sudden, he gets hurt in Brooklyn. All of a sudden. But I do shout out to the 4 people in the chat, man. Like I said, y'all hit up my boy JC Eaglestalk, man. The first special guest of Donte Sports, man. We're gonna be doing it big, man. Doing it big all season long, all football season long, basketball season, man. We're gonna be doing it big. Some more. Y'all DM me on Twitter or Instagram, man. If y'all want to link up, I'll come to y'all show. Y'all come to mine. So like I say, this is a big time for me, man, for JC coming on and talking with me, man. So like I say again, man, I don't know if Kyrie ever want to play basketball. Sometimes my mind said, I don't know. I just know this guy is out every other game. He's been out all season. He hasn't been hurt. As far as I know.
Well, I don't know if he wants to play until the playoffs. I mean, well, he's been maintenance, day in and day out throughout the season. And in the playoffs, he tweaked his ankle. And so I feel like if his ankle, even with James Harden being hobbled like 25% of himself, we still could have beat the Bucks if Kyrie Irving played.
Yes.
But he wasn't even available.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I feel like that the Nets did not beat the Bucks. Right now, we should have been playing the Phoenix Suns. And I think that we could have beat the Suns with a hobbled Harden, a fully healthy Kyrie, and fully healthy Durant.
Yeah.
I think we could have beat the Bucks if Joe Harris would have freaking showed up. And Joe Harris he won the 3-point contest.
Yes.
But he could not hit anything. And he's the reason why. In matter of fact, even with the injuries, we still had a chance. He was missing wide open shots. So I blame the whole, I tweeted it out. Joe Harris is the reason why the Brooklyn Nets lost to the Bucks. That's it.
Yeah.
It wasn't James Harden. Yes, he was hurt, but he was still out there.
Yeah, he's still out.
Decoy. Yeah. You know what I mean? And Durant, he did all he could get, but Harris, he's such a disappointment, man. He's the reason why we lost that game.
Yeah, big shout out to Joseph Giants fan. Big shout out to Eagles Console, man. I got y'all boy, man. The first ever special guest, man. Got your boy. I had to steal him from y'all for a little bit, but like you said, man, James Harden. Like I say, he had a hurt hamstring. I condone him from getting out there and playing through it. Yeah. But you can tell he wasn't right, man. He wasn't right at all because you can definitely see the Milwaukee Bucks guys posting him up, going right at him on offense. I believe, like I say, when healthy, the Brooklyn Nets can win a championship, man. I believe they can beat the team like the LA Lakers, man. It's hard. It's hard enough that you got. It's harder. You got to stop 3 imposing scores in the NBA and Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
And when Kyrie Irving decides to ever play basketball, you got to stop him too. So even though if you stop 2 of these, you stop one of these guys, you still got to stop 2 of these guys.
And yes. No team have 3 elite defenders.
Yes. Yes.
Well, besides the Sixers, and they still lost because one of them can't shoot.
Yes.
Ben Simmons.
You're playing 5-on-4 basketball.
Simmons, Embiid, and I think Matisse, or whatever that dude name. Yeah. So they all made all-pro defense, first team, and they still lost because they did not have enough offense. So that's what I'm saying. Even if the Lakers are 100% healthy, the Nets are 100% healthy, Anthony Davis don't play big.
He don't play big. He plays
small. Like he plays 3-point line.
This was the point that gets me about Anthony Davis that me and you agreed on, definitely. Anthony Davis doesn't play his size. He doesn't play a natural big man. Anthony Davis, the main thing he do, he doesn't post up. Main thing he do, he either face up, he either face up on the wing, face up, or he either gonna pick and pop and shoot a 3. That's all he's gonna do. He doesn't play actual big, so he's gonna take himself out the game. LeBron James, he's not a great shooter. He's not a great shooter at all. So you can kind of bait him to take 3-pointers. They don't have a great supporting cast like that. Caldwell Pope. I'm not. I'm not scared of him. Kyle Kuzma. I think he needs to change. Kyle Kuzma needs to get up out of LA.
Just like every other draft pick. Just like every other LA draft pick. D'Angelo Russell, freaking Randall, Kuzma needs to get out of there.
Brandon Ingram as an all-star.
Ingram, all-star. I mean, everybody that left the Eagles. Well, shoot. The Lakers. It's like the same thing. The Lakers is carried around LeBron James, and LeBron James, he wants to win now. He has no patience.
No patience with young guys,
to help the young guys develop. Lonzo Ball got a 3-point shot now.
Now he shoot over 100%
if you had Randall, like Ball as your point guard, Ingram, you would have been better off. You got offense. You got offense and defense because Ball is a lockdown point guard, I think.
But like I say, any person that LeBron tells the Lakers to trade, they immediately turn into all-stars. Like D'Angelo Russell, look what he went to Brooklyn. He's an all-star. He became an all-star immediately. He even led them to a first-round playoff series win against the Philadelphia 76ers. Brandon Ingram, he's an all-star. Josh Hart, doing great over there in New Orleans. Like I say, Lonzo Ball shoots his best percentage ever. So with a change of scenery, I believe you can fix Kyle Kuzma because they definitely wasn't using it right. And then when you got Anthony Davis, you got LeBron James. All the touches go through them guys. Them guys need the ball. So you're not gonna get a chance.
It's like this. It's like waiting for the ball. Wait for the ball like this. Waiting. All right. Hey, let's go back on defense, guys. And then the next down. The next possession. All right, let's go. Oh shoot, the ball coming to me. Break because I'm cold. I'm cold by that time.
I'm cold. I don't have no rhythm because I'm not getting the ball. I both can't shoot. I don't have a rhythm. That's what I'm saying. When you play ISO ball and you used to sitting in the corner, you have no rhythm at all. You gotta wait till your point guard to make a play for you. By the time you shoot the ball, you have no rhythm. You're struggling. You have no rhythm. You're not warmed up yet. You're not warmed up yet because you used to just sitting in the corner and having your point guard making a play for you instead of getting active in the offense. And Kyle Kuzma, he has not been able to be active in the offense. But like LeBron James, he's not a patient player. He wants to he's in a win mode now player. That's what's so great. That's what's so great about Michael Jordan. That's what's so great. He stuck with what he had. Think about his first championships. Everybody said that the Lakers was old. Lakers had a great season. Magic Johnson was in that prime when he won his first championship, and Scottie Pippen was just emerging. Scottie Pippen was just coming into his own when he won that first championship. He had a bunch of role players like John Paxson, them, and everybody played a key role. That's what's so great about Michael Jordan. He was a leader. Michael Jordan was a leader.
He
was a great
you
leader.
seen The Last Dance, He was on you. He was on you like fly on shit. He was right there, He was making sure, that when push come to shove, he could trust you. Yes. What you about? Hey, are you gonna rise up or are you gonna fold? Yes. So I love Michael Jordan, man.
I'm telling you.
I watched him play. I didn't even need The Last Dance to make me know who he was.
Yes, I knew. Yes.
I saw him play, but The Last Dance just showed me more that I didn't know that went on behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, man, Michael Jordan was Michael Jordan. Like I say, if you wasn't tough, you couldn't play for Michael Jordan at all. Just think about that fight that him and Steve Kerr had when he punched Steve Kerr. Yeah. Hey, like I say,
he got him ready though.
It got him ready for that shot. It got him ready for that shot, and that's what's so great about Michael Jordan. When people don't understand, LeBron James is a great player, but Michael Jordan was a better leader. He was a better player. He was a player's coach. And like I say, that is tough to win come off retirement and win 3 more championships, man. That is very tough. And then this guy is beating legends. This guy's beating legends. He's beating the top 50 greatest players in the NBA.
Karl Malone never won a championship.
John Stockton twice. Yeah. Yes. Karl Malone, John Stockton twice. I feel so bad for Patrick Ewing. Oh my man.
Especially Charles, man. He's still active. You see him every day on TNT, and Shaq be trolling him.
Yes. Hey, man. I feel so bad for Charles Barkley so much, man. Like I say, Michael Jordan stopped him 1 year, but the Rockets stopped him twice. The Rockets stopped him twice. But like I say, Patrick, I just feel so bad for him. So man, this man was an awesome player, man. But the only time he got past Michael Jordan was when Michael Jordan was out. The retirement was out. He was out. Michael Jordan comes back. You wouldn't lose. They lose right again, and he goes back to the championship, man. So I'll say, man, Michael Jordan put the fear in everybody's heart, man. Reggie Miller. You're going from Patrick Ewing, Larry Johnson, John Starks. You're going for all these great players. Like I say, guys, these are legends that this guy was stopping for winning a championship. LeBron James, who has he stopped from winning a championship?
Let me see.
Who has he stopped?
Paul George.
He's not top 50.
Kevin Durant, when he was a rookie with the Oklahoma City Thunder, they
were babies. They were babies.
When the Heat came to town, right? Yep. I think they played against the Heat or the Cavs.
They played against the Heat. You talking about Kevin Durant? They played against the Heat.
Yeah,
so that was LeBron's second year. Yeah.
Yeah. So who did he stop? Yeah, I mean, look,
it wasn't nobody else. I mean,
I don't know. Yeah,
Michael Jordan stopped plenty of top 50 guys from winning a title, man.
Absolutely.
Yes. And then think about it, Gary Payton.
The glove.
Gary Payton. Gary Payton, I can't even blame him because Gary Payton was sick. They were 66 and 16. The only thing about that team was their timing. Because you know why? Michael Jordan was on their best season. 72-9. They was on 72-9. So the Sonics, there was their timing. Their timing was terrible.
Yeah.
Their timing was just terrible. That was it, man. So Michael Jordan beat some great guys, man. And Clyde Drexler probably would have been on now if he wouldn't have went to Houston. Clyde Drexler was the second best shooting guard behind Michael Jordan in Portland. Clyde Drexler was the second best shooting guard behind Michael Jordan in Portland when he was in Portland. And I'll say people don't get that, man. So like I say, man, if y'all got any questions for JC, man, y'all answer the questions. We're gonna do this thing right here. And we don't get up
real quick. Go ahead. So, how many championship you think that Michael Jordan could have won in a row? Mine is a little a break in between, and plus, when Phil Jackson was put on notice, hey, this is your last year, regardless of what you do. So, if from his first championship, how many straight you think that he could have won in a row?
I think he could have won 8, man. He would have had about 8. Just think about the 2 years he took off. Mm-hmm. He took off. He could have won 8 or 9 championships, man. Michael Jordan was just that great, man. He was just that great. He was just that great of a player, man. He was just that great of a leader. And I be trying to tell guys, Michael Jordan put the fear in everybody's heart. Even washed up 40-year-old Michael Jordan with the Wizards, still averaged 20 points a game. He still averaged 20 points a game. He had a 40-point game against that same Utah team when he was with Washington. He was still down in the man. He was still dropping 23 points per game. So I gotta say, man, it's no question that Michael Jordan.
And then he tell you, hey, I'm about to beat your head tonight. Yo, you know he told you that. Yeah. There's nothing that you could have done about it.
Nothing you could do.
I love hearing legends like Reggie Miller, freaking Clyde Drexler, Mutombo, all these legends talk about Michael Jordan, how great he was. Ain't nobody gonna talk about LeBron James, how great he was.
No, ain't nobody gonna talk.
I'm sorry, because you had to run away and team up for a super team when at that time Dwayne Wade was the number one at his position. Number one.
Yep.
And then your LeBron James was the number one at his position.
Yes.
And Chris Bosh was like either number one or number two.
And at the power forward position. Yeah.
So you had three, like out of 5 starters, you had the number one, like in a position.
Yes.
And you still lost to the Mavs.
Yep. That's basically the worst team that kind of made the finals at that. Like I said, like everybody said, it seemed like I say again, LeBron James. I say he's like you said, he's not a patient guy at all. He's teaming up with these number 1 and number 2 superstars in the NBA, man. Like I say, back then when Michael Jordan played, it was all about competition. It was all about competition.
Because Michael Jordan could easily went to a championship contender team. When after he left the Bulls, but he was like, you know what? Nah, I can't do that to Phil. You know what? I'm done. I think he could have won 9 in a row.
Yes,
because the 2 years he took off.
Yep.
And then 1 more year after he won his last championship.
Yep.
So they still had 1 more year.
Then that's due again to LeBron playing in the weakest era. This era is weak. This era is kind of like tag to me. Michael Jordan played in the toughest era of all time. Back then, when you clothesline somebody else, that was a hard foul back then. That wasn't no down flavor.
They created a rule for Michael Jordan. They say if he's up in the air, we taking him down.
We taking him down. That's it. They even that's how great Michael Jordan was when they created a rule for him. Like I say, that Kurt Rambis when he got clothesline up out of the air, that was a personal foul. You got people booing people in the face. Every time Michael Jordan go to paint, people booing him on purpose. They hit him on purpose. That was a physical game back then.
And now the minute you breathe on somebody, tag. And you look at somebody after you dunk, and you look at them, tag. I mean, it just
You unintentionally elbow somebody, you get a flavor. So, like I say, back in the day, man, it wasn't even 3 seconds in the key. You can just sit your ass in the paint all day long. Michael Jordan today would dominate this era, guys. Michael Jordan would dominate this era. Almost 40, 50 points a game due to the hand checking, the 3 seconds in the key. He would average about a good 40 in this era due to how soft this goddamn era is. So, like I say, I want to touch on your coaching for the Eagles. How do you feel about the coaching? Do you feel like you got the right coaching staff, or how do you feel about him so far for us? What you heard?
I love Mr. Paper Rock Scissors, man. I love Mr. Paper Rock Scissors. Because you know what? And I think that everybody took it was overblown.
Yep.
When that came out, hey, he did the Paper Rock Scissors to talk to his, players, the drafters, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I think that was a smart move on his part.
Okay.
Because in any interview, what do they ask you first? Tell me about yourself.
Yep.
Easiest thing in the world. Tell me about you. So, just to keep you calm, at ease, relax, and then they start asking you questions. So the rock, paper, scissors was probably his way of calming himself down. And the was like, what? Okay, all right, coach, all right. Boom, and go ahead. I like everything I'm hearing since that press conference that he had is nothing but, he's going to be a great coach. He's gonna be. He remind me of Sean McVay.
Yeah.
He's gonna be that type of coach, fun, even Pete Carroll type, a players coach. Like, hey, what are you good at? What do you see? All right, we're gonna do that. You know what I mean? He's gonna trust his players. Okay. Every press conference that he give is about, hey, I'm gonna put my players in the best position. I'm going to use their skill set to beat the other team. Like, man, that's all it is. Every time he talked. And then I watched this 5-minute videotape of him teaching a Heisman Trophy winner how to look at defensive back feet. When they turn their hips, you got them. When they don't turn their hips, just wait a minute, because eventually, as you start running, and they're going to have to move, and then that's when you could do your moves. Okay. So I like that. This dude won a Heisman Trophy. Then you ain't got to tell him his routes. Like, you ain't got to tell him what you look for. But he's still, because you know what? Devontae Smith and all these receivers, they're hungry to learn, man. And that's what people don't understand. Yes, they are pros, but they're still kids. Like, they're still kids. You know what I mean? They're still young. Yo, I'm older than half the Eagle football team, man. You know what I mean? I'm older than half the team. But hey, it's all good. So I love everything I'm hearing from him, and it's rolling downhill. Like, offensive coordinator, they're preaching the same thing. The defensive coordinator, we ain't got no scheme. Offensive coordinator, hey, we ain't got no scheme. Hey, it remind me of Bill Belichick, but I had to see it work out though. You know what I mean? Because the Patriots was good and taking away what you do best. So if
Bill Belichick has always been good at that, he did that so many times to DeAndre Hopkins. Oh my goodness, that killed DeAndre Hopkins. That killed me, man. He's so great. Bill Belichick is so great at taking away your best player, taking away your best player. That's just like in boxing, how you can take away a person's left hook, like how Floyd Mayweather did. Bill Belichick is the best of doing that, man. He's the best.
Yeah, man. Definitely is the best. That's why I hate picking fancy players from the Patriots.
Yes.
This guy scored 4 touchdowns in one game. Everybody put a waiver wire for him. The next week, he don't play a snap because that's not the game plan. Last week game plan was to run it. This week game plan is to pass it. So the Patriots, Bill Belichick, pick whatever you good at and stop it, and whatever you bad at, he exploded. So that's what I'm hoping with all this. We ain't got no scheme thing on offense and defense. I'm hoping that every week is a different kind of scheme. It depends what you play, or what you're good at. We could take away. So I like it, man.
So give me your top 5 breakout players for the Eagles that you expect them to break out this season.
Jalen Hurts has to be. He's playing for his career. Like, when I mean a career, I think if he's not the starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, if he moves anywhere else, he's going to be nothing but a backup. So this is his opportunity. He has to win the job, long-term security. So Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders, contract year. You have to break out. Even though they could choose to pick up his 5th-year option and pay him next year, but nobody want to do that because after next year is over with, it's free agency. So you don't want to be in this back and forth a negotiation with other teams. So that's why people always pay their wide receiver quarterback the year before the 5th-year option. So he has to break out. Dallas Goedert.
I love Dallas Goedert.
He's another one.
I love him.
You replacing potentially Zach Ertz. You replacing Zach Ertz. Hey, he's a legend. He caught the winning touchdown. Like, people love Zach Ertz. Hey, when I do a video on Zach Ertz, I get so many likes. But any other video, maybe one. But Zach Ertz is the man in Philadelphia. Hey, he's the man.
I got a lot of respect for that man. That man is very good, man. Hope he can find somewhere else so he can be happy. He can be productive on a very great contending team, man. That man can definitely be productive, man. I got a lot of respect for Zach Ertz, and I think it's time for Dallas Goedert, man. I think it's time, man. I'm a big fan of Dallas Goedert. What he did last year as well, man. That man's going to be very good for that Eagles offense, man. He's going to be very good.
So Hurts, Sanders, Goddard.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Jalen Reagor got to come through.
Yep.
Because all the attention is not going to be on you. Oh, come through on you. Come through. Oh, shit, I started album. Yeah, I'm saying because Smith is going to take the pressure away from you. Goddard is going to take the pressure away from you. Sanders is going to take the pressure away from you. You're like the fourth option, basically.
Yep.
Even in the passing down, because if the team is coming with the blitz, you got 1, 2, like the running back, you know what I mean, or the tight end, or your number one wide receiver, which is Smith. So you're the fourth option. And number 5, Darius Slay.
Yep.
He has to lock down one side.
Yep.
I don't care who you go against. Last year, I got tired of him getting beat aside the head from DK Metcalf, Vontae Adams. So all the good wide receivers, he got beat aside the head. And then all the mediocres, like, I stopped them. Yeah. Chase Claypool beat us for 4 touchdowns.
Yo, we played against him in week 4.
Where the hell were you at? Yo, but he tweeted though, because he had his stats up on Twitter, that he covered Claypool for like 2-3 plays, and Claypool had like 10-15 yards.
Yeah.
The dude had 4 touchdowns. If you was that dude,
you would get your ass over there and guard him.
You should have went to Schwartz and say, I got him.
No, you the number one corner. Yo, you should get your ass over there and guard the best player.
So that whole tweet was so deceiving, and it pisses me off.
Yes.
So if he could shut down one side and JG could focus on helping the CB2, if we don't, trade for one or sign another one, he could put some more help on that side. I think we are in great position.
Yeah.
So
I say, man, that, like I say, I agree with you on that take right there by Darius Slay, man. Any number one corner, if you say you the best corner, you should want to grab the best receiver out there. Yeah. So I don't want to hear no damn excuses about none of that you wasn't guarding them that much. Okay, get your ass over there and guard him. Get your ass over there and guard that number one receiver. Like you say, you the number one cornerback. So I got 2 for the Texans. Pretty much because these are the most important 2 for me. Now, Tyrod Taylor, let me tell you something. You are getting your shot. You haven't had many opportunities. You had an opportunity in Buffalo. You had an opportunity against the Chargers, but you claimed the Browns too before you got knocked out. And Baker Mayfield really never looked back.
The Chargers.
You went to the Chargers. You complained the doctor took you out of there. Now, this is your goddamn time to step your ass up to prove that you still worth something in this damn league. If you don't step your ass up, first of all, Davis Mills waiting, and you might play yourself out of the NFL. So he has to play. Yeah. He has to play good this year. Or you're gonna find yourself either a backup or you're gonna find yourself either out this league. David Johnson, he has to be good too for me. He has to be very good for me too as well. He has to prove that he's still one of the capable backs in the league. He has to prove enough, and then I'm gonna give an extra one is Brandon Cooks. I'll say he had an okay season last year, but Brandon Cooks really
a great season last year.
Yeah, he had a great season last year, so I would give him that. That's the first time he's been healthy, and I don't know whatsoever. But like I say, Brandon Cooks is a key for me. So before I want everybody in the chat, make sure y'all got my boy JC Eaglestalk, man. I appreciate this, man, for coming on the show. Man, like I say, man, make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe to this, man. So, like I say, before we get up out of here, we're gonna go through the one of your division rivalries schedule, and I want you to tell me win or loss, man. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna do like we did last night before we get up out of here.
No bias.
Straight truth, and tell me why they're gonna win or lose.
All right.
And yeah, man, we go. Let's go. All right, so the first game that they got this is the Washington football team schedule. Okay, they got they at home against the Chargers. Win or lose?
I think they're gonna lose.
Think they're gonna lose?
Yeah, because I think the Chargers is gonna put up some points in the air, and then I don't think that they have a linebacker fast enough that could cover Eckler, out of the backfield.
Okay.
And we all know how Eckler is because I had him in fantasy football 2 years, and he balled out for me because he's more of a pass catching back than a rushing back.
Okay.
He'll kill you through the air, and because you don't have no linebacker fast enough to hold on to him, and you still got what's that?
Their receiver here.
Yeah.
You still got Keenan Allen.
Yeah, Keenan Allen. Even though the other boy left, and Hunter left too, though.
Yeah, Hunter Henry left.
Tight end.
And Hunter Henry.
But I still think that that the Chargers would get through the rush because they got Ingram and Bosa. So I picked the Chargers to win that one.
All right, man. I'm gonna go with the Chargers as well, man. Last year, their offense was tops in the NFL. Their offense was one of the top teams in the NFL. Keenan Allen, if he can stay on the field, and Eckler, he's going to cause a lot of problems for some linebackers. He can play a receiver. You can give him the ball 10 times a game, but also he can hurt you in the passing game. And like I say, I like Justin Herbert, man. Justin Herbert.
Absolutely.
He's a quarterback, man. I love Justin Herbert. So we got week 2. They're going against the New York Football Giants at home.
All right, so the Giants beat them twice last year, right?
Yep.
Or they beat the Giants twice last year.
I think they beat them twice last year.
Yeah, they beat them twice last year because one of the bonehead plays that Ron Rivera did was I think, a go for 2 instead of trying to just get the extra point. Yeah. But I like the Washington football team in this.
Okay.
Yeah, I do like I like their defense. The Giants, offensive line is their weak point. And then if your offensive line is a weak link, and then your quarterback, can't hold on to the ball.
That's not a good combination.
That's not a good combination.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna go with the Washington football team in this one as well. Like I say, pretty much if Saquon Barkley can't get off, then that offense is really not gonna get off. I trust them. I trust someone. I trust Fuller. And someone they can stop Galladay in that secondary. I trust that. I trust that as well. So I'm gonna go with the football team on this one. So week 3, this their first competition game right here. They go to Buffalo. Who you got?
Buffalo. I mean, Buffalo. I just think that Buffalo is gonna be too much with Josh Allen arm with the wide receivers that they had, and then if they pick up Zach Ertz by any chance, and now you got 2 tight end Knox and Hurts, with the wide receivers, the running back, the defense. Buffalo. I'm
gonna get Buffalo. I got Buffalo too, man. I think Buffalo is gonna win that game. They just too much. Stephon Diggs. That running game, Singletary is very good. That's a very good running back, especially if they get Zach Ertz as well. But that defense is going to be good too. That defensive front is very good in that secondary. With Josh Norman leadership, I think there's going to be that. I got no doubt. The Buffalo Bills, that's a Super Bowl contender right there. So
yes, sir.
They got at week 4. They go to Atlanta.
I mean, they might be able to contain Atlanta with the rush. I mean, they have to win in the trenches. Against Atlanta because Matt Ryan, he started getting hit. He started seeing ghosts back there, and I feel like with the loss of Julio Jones, ain't nobody scared of nobody else. I mean, they got Gage. Yes, they got Ridley and Pitts, but Pitts is an unknown right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a rookie. And who's the running back? I mean, it's just the fact that – and the defense ain't getting any better.
Yep.
It's not like they got rid of the defensive coach, but the defensive players, you didn't upgraded in any position. So yeah, I got the Washington football team. So right now I got them at 2-2.
You got him at 2-2.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go with an upset. I'm gonna take Atlanta right here, man. I love Matt Ryan. I think their offenses will be better. I think their offense will be better than Washington football team. I don't think their defense is gonna put some pressure on Matt Ryan, but like I say, your defense is gonna only do so much, gonna only bail you out so much. I don't think Ryan Fitzmagic or whoever is at quarterback, Heineke, whoever is at quarterback, I just don't think they can compete with that Atlanta Falcons offense. They do got Russell Gage, who had a great year for the Atlanta Falcons last year. Calvin Ridley is emerged as a beast.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts, he's gonna pick it up. I'm gonna take the Atlanta Falcons. I got them at 2-2 right now with the loss against Atlanta and Buffalo. So week 5, they at home against New Orleans.
I got them as a loss. Wait, at New Orleans or
they're at home.
Oh. I still got them as a loss.
Okay.
I still think that man, what's that dude name, man? Their CB1
Marshawn
Lattimore. Yeah.
Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah, he's going to shut down a McLaurin, and that's going to be Fitzpatrick go-to guy.
Yeah.
And this might be the game where he actually throws 3-4 interceptions.
Yeah.
Because he's going to try to force it to McLaurin against one of the best, DBs in the game. So, and I think that rush is going to get to him. I don't think that they upgraded at all on the offensive line.
Yep.
I mean, and New Orleans is no slouch from last year. Yes, it lost some people on the offensive side, but I don't think they lost anybody from the defensive side besides Janoris Jenkins.
Yep.
Janoris Jenkins is gone, right?
Yep, he's gone. They were even better without him, actually.
So that's the only person that I can see that they lost. But besides that, I feel like right now I'm at 2-3 right now.
Yeah, I got the Saints as well, man. Like I say, regardless of their quarterback situation. What? Donte, Coach Donte. Anyway, Coach Donte. Like I say, anyway, I got the New Orleans Saints anyway. I just regardless what kind of quarterback they got, they coming out of here with this win anyway. It goes.
Yeah.
Like I say, I believe Gibson, even though if they tried to run the ball, I believe it won't work. I believe Cameron Jordan they're gonna shut down that running game, and Terry McLaurin, he's gonna be taken out by that CB1 Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the Saints on this one. So this is gonna get tougher for them. This is gonna get a tough schedule too, man. They got Kansas City Chiefs.
Dogs. Next.
Kansas City.
They are 2-4.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah. Kansas City to way too much. Too much for them. Yeah. Green Bay, if they have Aaron Rodgers.
If they have Rodgers, lost. But
if they don't,
that's the win.
Okay.
Because I feel like that Aaron Rodgers is that great.
Yes.
Of a quarterback that he could hide a lot of deficiencies on the offense or defensive team.
Yeah.
So I mean, is it going to be 2-5 or 3-4?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you the same. So they're at the Mile House City Broncos.
Oh, that's a win. Yeah. I think that's a win. I don't know who's their quarterback, either Bridgewater or Locke.
Yeah.
But the defense will be a lot better with Miller coming back.
Yep.
And I believe Suggs. No. Oh man.
Which one?
Chubb.
Bradley Chubb. Yeah, Bradley Chubb. Yep.
So Chubb got hurt last year too, and Miller didn't even play the whole season. So I believe they're gonna be better. But I feel like that the Washington football team should have enough to pull that off.
All right. So like I say, I'm gonna go with something telling me to go with Denver right here, but I don't know the quarterback situation, so I'm gonna take Washington. I believe they can put enough points on his defense to win. I believe it's going to be a low-scoring game as well because both defenses are very good. I believe. I'm taking Washington low-scoring football game. They got a bye week. Next week they got Tampa.
Loss.
All right, that's a loss. Carolina.
Win. I feel like with Carolina, with Aaron Donald, they don't have. I don't trust Aaron Donald.
Sam Darnold.
Yeah, Sam
Yes,
Darnold.
yeah,
Aaron Donald.
yeah.
Sam Darnold. Yeah, I don't trust Sam Darnold. So I mean, I
Yeah.
think then they could put that also by like what they're 4 wins right now.
Yeah, they're 4-1. I think they're what you got them as 4-6, 4-5.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
whatever
they're
week you win, I mean, they only got 4 wins.
Yeah,
and whatever week you
so
win.
we got them at 4-5, about 4-5 right now. We got them at 4-5. So they got Seattle. They're at home against Seattle. That's a prime time game. That's an ESPN game. Yeah, they're home against Seattle.
That's a loss.
That's a loss. Yeah, I agree with that. They're 4-6.
4-6.
The worst defense in the NFL, but they got one of the top offenses in the NFL. They got the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, that's a win.
That's a win.
Yeah, I got them win. Beating the Raiders.
So you got them at 5-6. I got them at 4-7. I got them at 4-7. I'm gonna go loss right here. Even though the Raiders cannot play defense, but the offense will be a lot too much for the Washington football team to handle. The stop. I don't believe they can go score with the Raiders. That receiver that the Raiders got, Darren Waller, that dude is. People got to see this guy. That guy's great. That guy's awesome.
Who else they have?
They have Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs when he's healthy.
What other wide receivers?
They got a good slot receiver, Hunter Winthrop. But other than that, they got Terrell Williams, who's up in age. But I trust in the Las Vegas Raiders offense, man.
But their defense was the issue last year.
Their defense was the only thing that held them back last year.
Yeah.
But like I say, I mean, Washington football team, they go by their defense, and if you can't put any points on the board, that puts a lot of pressure on your defense. Your defense is gonna get worn out and get tired. That defense remind me of the Chicago Bears from last year. For how the Chicago Bears defense was very good, but Mitch Trubisky.
The Raiders.
No. I'm talking about the Washington football team.
I'm
talking about the Washington football team. That was similar to the Bears last year. Now, I'm not talking. Hell no, I'm not talking about the Raiders.
I would say the Raiders.
Their defense stinks. Raiders defense stinks. Now, all right, they got the. I got them at 4-7. You got them at 5-6. They got Dallas. They got Dallas next. You got Dallas.
Oh, you know what? I'm going with the win. All they do is win, no matter what. Yeah.
So they at home against Dallas. Okay.
Should they beat them last year?
Yeah. They dominated. They didn't beat them. They stomped them. They stomped them both times. They stomped them both times last year.
Yeah.
And one guy in the comment section said he liked the hat. He liked the hat and put it on for you. He said the hat is dope. He loved the hat. So I got the Washington football team winning this game at home against the Dallas Cowboys. The Eagles.
Man, look.
All
right, wait. Let me
go ahead.
All we do is win, no matter what. We beat that ass. Hey, bring that ass over here. Hey, we're gonna beat it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Hey, we sweeping them. So the next one you ask me, just put another win on that column.
Yeah. I believe that was last night when I believe I had them as I had the Washington. I had the Eagles sweeping the football team, right? I did have them last night, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah, so I got the same thing. I think they're gonna sweep the. I think they're gonna sweep.
Last year, both games, we gave them away. We gave them away. The first game we was up 17-0, and Carson Wentz gave it away. And in the last game, we just pulled our quarterback.
Yeah,
they could not beat our BC's team. Yo, no offensive line, no defense. So I believe that, adding Fitzpatrick, even if he's even playing week 12, week 13, whatever, it's going to be late in the season.
Yes.
The Eagles going to win that game.
Okay, they go to Jerry World.
I think, that's a loss.
That's a loss? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jerry World. Okay. So the last game of the season, they're going to sweep. The Eagles are going to sweep them. We both agreed on that. Yeah. The last game of the season, the Giants.
The Giants, I think they'll be the Giants.
Okay. So the final prediction for the Washington Reds football team is?
It's about 8-9 or 9-8. I think it was either because I was like, if Aaron Rodgers played or not. So is it going to be 9? 9-8 or 8-9. It depends because
Okay,
that one game.
I got Washington actually 7-10. This is a very tough schedule. This is not an easy schedule. This is not an easy schedule. What's up, Awesome Sport? Matter of fact, you got a Redskin fan right here. Right here,
Whoa!
right there. There you go. There you go. So I think
Oh,
their schedule is pretty tough,
yeah.
man. Their schedule is pretty tough.
I mean, look, if they had a better quarterback, if the Washington football team had a better quarterback, I think that they would do a lot better. Awesomeness sports. So I want to hear your take on why you think that your team will be better this season, and what is your record prediction? I'll be waiting. I'm waiting. TA, the Giants, please. Well, this is the Washington football team schedule that we are going over, not the Eagles schedule. But just to entertain you, I got a sweeping the Washington football team, and I got a sweeping the little Giants. So it doesn't matter. I mean, the only thing I see us splitting is the Dallas Cowgirls. So it is what it is. So look, look, when all said and done, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys will be playing for the division week 17 at Philly. So I'm going to try to get tickets to go to that game because I feel like it's going to be one of them games where back in the day where it came down to the last game in the division and the Philadelphia Eagles end up whooping the Dallas Cowboys ass. I think it was like 45 to like 10 or whatever it is. Brian Dawkins was there. McNabb was there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. I feel like there's only, if we don't beat ourselves, then hey, we are in it for the long haul. All right. So look, Coach has some issues. He's in Texas, and we know Texas people right now. The fans are in some drama, and there are, is what it is. He's having some technical difficulties. So, with that being said, I'm about to get off on this live. So, until next time, go Birds.
Hey, what's good, y'all? My bad, y'all, man. First of all, man, the thunder got me, man. It's pouring down rain over here. Like I said, I was just about to end the stream a few minutes ago, but man, big shout out to Jay again. Big shout out to him, man. The Thunder done got me, man. Shout out to everybody who joined the show. Shout out to my baby, my love, Shauna, man, from setting everything up. Shout out to my aunt Brandy with the $5 dono, man. Big shout out to her. Love you, Aunt Brandy. Shout out to Birdman Game. Shout out to Birdman Game as well, man, for the $5 holla, man. Big shout out to him. Big shout out to Big Play Slade. Man, anybody that want to collab with me, man, on YouTube on this, man, come on my show. Be the second guest on my show, man. DM me on Instagram or on Twitter, man. But like I say, I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. It's thundering bad out here, man. I'll shout out, man. It was great, man. JC Eaglestalk. Make sure y'all go check that man out, man. We gonna have a lot of moments, man. A lot of days we're gonna be talking. And all you Eagles fans out there, man, shout out to you guys. Any fans, sports fans, football fans, no matter what you are, if you want to collab, DM me on Twitter. If you don't have Twitter, DM me on Instagram. If you don't have that, DM me on Twitter, man. So therefore, man, I really appreciate everybody that showed up to the first ever Donte podcast, man. I really appreciate that. It's been a goddamn blast. Now, shout out to JC, man. Big shout out to him as well. I love you guys. Thank you guys for the love and the support as I go. Love you guys. Thank you guys. Donte is gonna sign out. Peace, guys.